Hey, what is going on, all my fellow godlies and Warframe enthusiasts around the world? I am Vance, bringing you another episode of Warframe Rapid Fire Devil builds, this time with Xata Whisper Trinity. Trinity is definitely one of those Warframes that has basically all the tools of the trade in her disposal provided with her kit. The only thing that she really lacks is offense. So people are probably going to be asking me, why did I use Xata's Whisper? Well, I'm going to get into that, but first I want to show you the build for it. So I am using Physique with Coaction Drift, Quick Thinking, Transient Fortitude, Ablating Link, Narrow-Minded, Streamline, Vitality, Prime Flow, and Stretch. Keep in mind this is a Bless build, which is more versatile than the EV build. I'll let you take a quick glance over this. Not a whole lot of things changing, but I will be using Bless build. I also have the Arcane enhancements for Arcane Nullifier and Arcane Rage. Now, for the weapons that I'm using, I have an Exorgus. I have Prime Point Blank, Vigilante Armaments, Toxic Barrage, Chilling Reload, Hell's Chamber, Vicious Spread, Blaze, and then the Riven mod, which grants plus damage to Grineer, plus slash, and plus reload speed. I primarily have it for the reload speed on top of the Chilling Reload, which gives me another 40% reload speed, altogether providing me like 80% reload, because I think that that's the most important for Exorgus. And the damage will definitely reflect that here later on. So the Acrid, I am using Barrel Diffusion, Pathogen Rounds, Toxic Sequence, Hornet Strike, Augur Pact, Augur Seeker, Frostbite, and Lethal Torrent. I'm going to use this to infect them with my viral stats, and all in all it's just really decent damage. Sylvan Aegis Prime is one of the best melees in the game with that sweet Day of the Dead skin. I am using 11th Storm, Fever Strike, North Wind, Blood Rush, Healing Return, Condition Overload, Guardian Derision, Prime Pressure Point, and Prime Fury. Now there's a couple of ways to play Trinity. In the event that you want to go strictly melee and take it out, then you can block and attract all of the attention to yourself and link the damage back to your adversaries. And when you do decide to melee, you can heal yourself without having to use any powers at all. It's really good, and as long as you're using Sylvan Aegis, there's no reason why you shouldn't take aggro off of your teammates, because generally speaking, Trinity is there for their teammates to begin with. That's the whole reason why Trinity gets played. Now, for your companion, nothing too important here, just a Prisma Shade. I have Ghost, Enhanced Vitality, Vacuum, Shield Charger, Ambush, which is the most important mod in this setup, because when it makes you invisible, next time you come out of your invisibility, you'll have 120% weapon damage for 3 seconds. Really good with Exorgus. Not that it needs that buff, but you've got it. Revenge is also here with Prime Animal Instinct, Coolant Link, Meta Ray, and Prime Regen. For its weapons, since I'm using a shotgun, I'll be using a sniper with the Sentinel weapon. So I have Serration, Point Strike, Heavy Caliber, Split Chamber, High Voltage, Vital Sense, Malignant Force, and then the Volclock Riven, which provides heat, damage, and toxin. Awesome. Completely awesome. Plus that Riven disposition is 4 out of 5. Pretty damn baller. Alright, so another thing that I like to use is the Vizarin Lens, quite simply because you don't need Xeneric. And with Vizarin, you can use the Mending Soul passive, so the next 4 revives are instantaneous. So that's really cool if you want to just run up to downed allies and just basically touch them and they're revived. So as usual, I will be demonstrating against your standard test dummies of level 170 heavy corrupted gunners. I will get in here and I will immediately cast Bless to give myself a little bit more armor. I'll cast the Link to distribute the damage back to them. Prisma Shade has already made me invisible, so I start loading this guy up full of Acrid. The Xata's Whisper has kicked in, providing void damage, and now we can really go to town with the Exorgus. Be careful not to die while this is happening. And the Xata's Whisper, once it does void damage, those green little orbs that appear around their head act like a mag's magnetize. So it'll really make it so your bullets will rotate around these guys. And similar to mag, it's, you know, like a Lanka. Again, just for continuity's sakes, to show you that it's not a fluke. We want to refresh Xata's Whisper. Maybe cast some Acrid shots into this guy, get some void bubbles going, and then fire this in there. You can see the shots actually spinning around these guys. It's pretty incredible. Even from afar, it's pretty lethal, but I mean, look at that. And it's dead. Now, effectively, you have become an Assault Trinity, which is really unreal. There's not a lot of people who can brag that they can go on the offense with Trinity. But just to show you that there are other methods. See, the main point with this build is to introduce you to a gunner type of Trinity, which I think that Warframe calls for gunner type builds a lot, because there's a lot of melee builds out there, but there's not a lot of emphasis on gunners. So if you are a melee enthusiast, there is also a way to build for Trinity in which you are just all melee. I love that Trinity actually has a lot of reaction time. If you have Link and Bless going on at the same time, there's really no way for her to be killed. And again, the Xata's Whisper adds to the effectiveness of your status effects. So even doing a melee setup will benefit from Xata's Whisper, and I have no more targets left to kill. I just thwarted all of their offense very, very easily. So if you like this video and you learn something from it, as always, I would suggest that you comment, share, subscribe, like this video, and that's it. Until next time, this has been Vance, signing out. Peace.